Hello guys, welcome to another video. This one is paper 1 of November 2004 actually. Let's move on to question number 1. So here we have part 1, evaluate 0.4 times 0.6. So as always, we first ignore the decimal place. So 4 times 6 is 24. So in the first number we have 1 decimal place, and this one we have 2. So in total we have 3. So 1, 2, and 3. 0.024. Now for part B, we have cube root of 0.008. So what is 0.008? That will be 8 divided by 1000. So cube root of that is equal to cube root of 8 divided by cube root of 1000, which is 2 over 10, that is 0.2. Now for part 2, we have a few shapes here, A, B, C, D, and E, F. Okay, so part 1, in the answer space below, write down the letters of all the shapes which have exactly one line of symmetry. So one line, I can see this one, which is this one. And then I see this one. Oh, in the drawing, I have to check because I know that this is shaded and this is shaded. So in the actual question, these 3 squares are shaded. In that case, the line of symmetry will be along this line. So 2 lines of symmetry, that will be A and E. Because the rest you can see that it doesn't have one, this one has 4 lines, so more than 1. So part B has rotational symmetry of order 2. So basically you have to rotate by 180, it will be the same. So this one, if you rotate by 180, it will be good, the same shape. If you rotate, this one has order 4 because it is a square. This one has same as well, and this one good as well. So in that case, that will be D, F will be your answer. B, D, and F. Because you have to rotate by 180, it will be still need to give you the same shape. You can try out. So by 180, let's try that. That will be like this, 180, give you the same shape. This is 360, going back to the same shape as well. So exactly in that case, that is good, good, and good. So for these 3 shapes. Now for part 3, we have part 1. Evaluate these fractions. So first we have to expand this. So 1 times 3 plus 2 is 5 divided by 5. So convert divide into multiply by 1. This cancels, will be 1 over 3. Now for part B, we have this. Give your answer in decimal place. So what is 4? This, it is actually 4.25 minus 1.43. So let's do that here. 4.25 minus 1.43. 5 minus 3 is 2. 3, 10, 6, 8, 2. 2.82. Let's move on to question number 4 now. So write down the next 2 terms of this sequence. As you can see, every time it is decreasing by 3.5. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. So decreasing by 3.5 will give you 2.5, and then minus 3.5 again. That will give you minus 1. So the next 2 terms will be 2.5, and then minus 1. And for this one, write down an expression in terms of n for the nth term. So every term is increasing by the same number, which is plus 3. So we write down 3n to begin with. Now we know the first term is 1. So let's say if n equal to 1, that will be 3, 1 will be 3. So now 3 and 1, it is not the same. How do you make 3 become 1? You have to minus 2. So your n term becomes 3n minus 2. Now question number 5, add together 181 cm and 14.85 meters. So convert this to cm will be 1485 cm. So let's do that. So 1 by 1, so 1485 plus 81, 181, that will be 6661. This is centimeters. In meters, that will be 16.66. Now for part B, express 40,000 square meters into kilometer squares. So that is this, and this is this. So first thing we know is that 1 km is equal to 1000 m. Now if you want to find km square, so you square this, that will be square as well, meter square. So km square is equal to 1 million meters. So convert 40,000 into km, you have to divide by 1 million. So 40,000 divided by 1 million, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 4, that will be 0.04. Your answer is 0.04 km square. Now question number 6, express this as a percentage. So 17 over 40 times 100. So divide by 0, divide by 2. So let's divide this. So divide by 4, you will have 4 here, 0 here, 1 remain, will be 2 and 5. So 4.25 times 10, that will be 42.5. So 42.5%. Now for this one, as the power is negative, we have to make this positive. So it becomes 3 over 1 power 2, becomes 3 power 2 over 1 power 2, which is 9 over 1, which is 9. That's your answer for part B. Now question number 7, a block of wood is a cuboid of this dimensions. First one, find the volume. Volume is length times width times height, which is 12 times 10 will be 120 centimeter cube. Surface area we have 1, so we have 2 of each, so 2 times the top will be 10 times 6 plus 2 times 10, and the last one 2 times 6. That will be 60, that will be 20, and that will be 12. And if you evaluate, that will be 120 plus 40 plus 24. That will be what? So this is 160 plus 24, 184. So your answer is 184 centimeter square. Now question number 8, in this diagram, BCD is a straight line. Now we have all this length given to us already. So first one, find 10 of BCA. So BCA, 10 of this angle. As you know, 10 of BCA needs to be opposite side is 12 over this side. So that will be 12 over 5. Now, sorry, my mistake actually. It is BAC, not BCA. So BAC will be this angle here. My bad. That would not be 12. That will be actually 5 over 12. Mistake. So 5 over 12 will be BAC, not BCA. Now for part B, cos of ACD. ACD, cos of this angle. So first you can find cos of this one. Let's call this alpha. So what is cos of alpha? That will be this side 5 over hypotenuse. That will be 13. Now what is this angle here? So cos of ACD is 180 minus alpha, right? So as you know, angle in this quadrant is negative for cos. So in that case, it will be minus 5 over 13. Minus 5 over 13. That is question number 8. Question number 9. The diagram shows the positions of A and B. Find the bearing of A from B. A from B will be this angle here. That will be 360 minus 60. That will be 300. Now part B, find the bearing of B from A. So we have to draw this north line here. Can do this one as well. So we have to find B from A. So find this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. Since this is a straight line, this will be 180 minus 60, that's 120. That is also 120. So bearing of B from A will be 120. Now for question number 10, during 1 week, the temperatures are given to us here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 temperatures. So let's rearrange these temperatures from lowest to highest. So lowest temperatures will be minus 6.5. Then we have minus 3.5. Then we have minus 2. Then we have 0. Then we have 1, 3, and 4.5. So 1, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. So part 1, find the difference between the highest. Highest is 4.5 minus the lowest, 6.5. Minus minus is plus, so 4.5 plus 6.5, that will be 11. Difference will be 11 degrees. Now this one, find all the integers that satisfy both this equation. So this one has been done for you. X is more equal to minus 4. Find this one. So 2x is less than 3 minus 7 is less than what? 3 minus 7 is minus 4. X is this one, minus 2. So let's find out. So value of x will be between minus 4 and then minus 2 is here. So minus 3 is here. 2 is not inclusive, but 4 is. So in that case, the values can only be these two, which is minus 4 and minus 3. Okay, so that is part 10. Now question number 11. The diagram shows the graph of y equal to x squared plus x minus 12. Now the graph cuts the y-axis at this point, 0k. Find the value of k, pretty easy. At y-axis we know that x equal to 0. Replace y equal to 0 plus 0 minus 12. So k is equal to minus 12. Now for part B, the graph cuts the x-axis at L and M at these 2 points. This point and this point, find the value of L and M. So pretty easy. At x-axis, the value of y is 0. So let's do that. X squared plus x minus 12 equal to 0. So factorize this one, becomes x, 4, 3, plus minus, because we need to get plus 1 here. So x becomes minus 4, x becomes 3. So the value of L will be on the negative side. This will be minus 4. Positive will be M, which is 3. L is minus 4 and M is 3. Now question number 12. An atom of helium has a mass of this. This is kg. Now express this mass in grams. So to convert the grams, we have to times 1000, which is 10 power 3. So 10 power 3 times this becomes 6.8 times 10 power minus 4. Minus 24, sorry. Now for part B, a room contains 9 times this atom of heliums. Find the mass of helium in the room. So pretty easy. So we have this many atoms in the room, and one atom has a mass of 6.8 times 10 power minus 27. So let's convert. So let's take this 2, multiply. So 9 times 6.8. 9 times 8 will be 72. 54 plus 7, that will be 63, right? So 54 plus 7, 64 actually. So sorry, let me try again. 54 plus 7. Okay, mistake again. That'll be 161. So 612 should be your answer. So 61.2 times 10 power minus 5. So in standard form, that should be so this is in kilograms, but your answer needs to be in grams. So let's times 1000. That will be 61.2 times 10 power minus 2 grams. So you move one decimal place here. 6.12 times 10 power minus 3 grams. So 6.12 times 10 power minus 3. Question number 13, we have AB equal to 8 minus 4, BC equal to 6, 4. So basically AB is like this. 8 minus 4 will be this, A, B. And then BC is this. This is C. Question is to find the column vector AC. How do you find AC? You have to go AB plus BC. So AB is this plus BC, 6, 4. That will be what? That will be 14, 0. So 14, 0 will be AC. Now question part B says it is given that CD equal to minus 11H. Find the two possible values of H that will make ABCD a trapezium. So what are the properties of trapezium? It basically two sides are parallel to each other. That's one of the main properties we need to use here. So let's plot the point one by one. So we have AB is 8 minus 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first point. That's the point B. And then BC is 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the point C. So right now we have AB and BC. So right now we have these 3 points. So now it says CD is such that it is minus 11H. So minus 11 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 will be on this line. Let me draw this line as a broken line for the possible value of H. H will be on this broken line. So as we have seen, the condition here is that for it to be a trapezium, it needs to have two sides which are parallel with each other. So we can use this one as your parallel sides. So let's use this one first. This is easier. So let's count. To make this parallel, we have to draw a line to D. I don't know where D is on this line, but it needs to be in the same direction of this one. So basically it needs to be in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically gradient is equal to the height divided by base. So the height here is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Which comes down to 2 over 3. So now, since we are trying to make the line AD has the same gradient as BC, we know the base is equal to 1, 2, 3. So the base is 3, and the height needs to be 2 for it to have the same gradient. So 2, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's one possible point for the value of H, which is minus 11 and 1, 2. So 2 is going up, so H can be 2. And what is the other value for this H? So this one is done. So now for this side to be parallel, we have to use this gradient. What is this gradient? Height by base. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the height. The base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, right? So that's the gradient for this line. Now we have to find the same position, the same gradient from the point C. So the point C going to this will be what? Is equal to the height we do not know. We know the base is equal to C to this is actually given by minus 11, so it's 11. So find the height. So you cross multiply. Height will be, so 44, so 4 times 11 is 44 divided by 8. So if you divide by 4, you have 11, you have 2. 11 by 2 will be 5.5. So the other value of h will be 5.5. So basically the two values, one is here. So when it is here, this side and this side are parallel, and when the other point will be 5.5, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. It will be here. So when this is here, this side and this are parallel with each other. So these are the two values for h, 2 and 5.5. And this is question number 13. Question number 14, the cost of a chair is x, is $70 correct to nearest 10. The cost of a desk is $900 correct to 50. Now complete the table in your answer space. So pretty easy. We first have to write down the value. 70 plus minus 10 divided by 2. That will be 75 and 65. And then 900 plus minus 50 divided by 2. That will be 925 and 875. So for the first one, the lower bound of x, which is the chair, the lower bound will be 65, 75, 875, 925. Now part B, find the lower bound of the total cost of a desk and 4 chairs. So one desk, lower bound, so find the lower bound. We'll take this value, so 875 plus 4 chairs, this one. So what is 4 times 65? That will be 20, 26. So 260 plus 875. That will be 5, 3, and that will be 11. So the lower bound will be $1135. So now question number 15. The determinant of this matrix is 14. So how do you find determinant? You have to cross multiply 2k minus 5 equal to 14. Find the value of k. So we have 2k plus 5 is 14. So 2k will be 14 minus 5, which is 11. K will be 11 over 2. That is your value for k. Now find the inverse of this matrix. So the first thing is to find the determinant of the matrix. That will be 3 times 2 minus 1 times minus 4, which is 6 minus, so 4, and that will become 2. The adjoint matrix will be 2 here, 3 here, 1, 4. So that will give me inverse 1 over determinant, which is half, times this, 2, 4, 1, 3. So this is your inverse matrix. So half of 2, 4, 1, 3, sorry. So this is your inverse matrix. So question number 16, here we have the unshaded region R is defined by 3. So this is the region that is not shaded. Outside it is shaded, right? So one of these inequalities is x is more than 1, which is this one. This is the line, x is equal to 1. Write down the other two. So we have to find equation of this line. This line is what? Is y equal to minus 3. It is above this line, so more than 3. So, and then this one is what line? This line we have to find 2 points. We have this point and this point. So basically this line has to be x plus y equal to 5. So it is below this line, so your equation will be x plus y less equal to 5. That is your answer for question 16. Well, the thing is that you just have to find equation of those lines. If you don't know how to find this, you can first find 2 points. Write down the 2 points. So this is the point 0, 5 and 5, 0. From this we can find the gradient, which is equal to what? Minus 1, and then you can find the equation by using either point. So you can use this one, y minus 5 over x equal to minus 1. That will be y minus 5 equal to minus x. That will be y plus x equal to 5. So this is the equation of a line that you need to find this inequality. So question number 17 now, we have f of x equal to this function. Find f of 3. So f of 3 is just simply replacing x by 3 in this equation. So 3 times 3 plus 5, that will be 9 plus 5, that will be 14. Now part B, the function g is defined by this function, this two. Now given that g of 0 equal to minus 15, so when gx is equal to 0, that will be 2 times 0 minus 3. 0 plus k is supposed to give you minus 15. Let's simplify. That will be minus 3 times k equal to minus 15. So k will be minus 15 divided by minus 3, that is 5. K is 5. Now x is such that g of x is equal to 0. Find x. So g of x now is 2x minus 3. X plus k is 5 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 3 equal to 0. X is 3 over 2. Or x plus 5 is equal to 0. So x will be minus 5. So two values for x. X can be minus 5 or 3 over 2. Okay, that is question 17. Now, question 18, we have express in set notations the subset shaded in the Venn diagram. So I have to check which one is shaded. I'll be right back. Okay, so the region that is shaded will be this one. So how did you note this region? So it is A intersecting with B union C outside of those two. As you can see, it's only A but not those two. That's why it's like this. Now for part B, we have the universal set is all polygons, which is polygons is shapes, all the shapes. T is triangles, R is regular polygons. It means that same sided shapes such as squares. Right. Now I hope that makes sense, right? And part D are four-sided shapes. Okay, so from this, let's see what can we find. Add the set Q to your Venn diagram. So you have T here, which is triangle, R is regular polygons, and quadrilaterals will be well. It will not be meeting with T because T has only 3 sides. This has 4 sides. It will not touch T, but it will touch R like this. This will be Q. Because in between we have squares. Outside we have other shapes such as rhombus, kite, that will not be inside of R. This is your set Q. So now C, we have this set. Let's write down the set. It will be 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now F is a factor of 12, which can be, it is more than 3, so it needs to be 3, 4, 6, 12. That will be factors of 12. And O is an odd number. That will be 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Now list the elements of F union O prime. So what is F union O? Let's find that first. So it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11. So we don't have 12 here. So this is this. So what is prime? Will be outside of this, will be 8, 10. So we'll be set 8, 10. Now for part D, it is given that this is 20. The number of elements in the set is 20. Set P and S are such that number of P is 7, number of S is 16. Find the smallest value of P intersection with S. Usually the smallest value will be this. This will be your universal set. So the smallest value will be, we have two options. One is you can think of the set P and S intersecting like this, or it can be like this. So P will be here and S will be here. So the smallest value in this case will be what? Will be 7 inside, and outside here will be 9, and outside here will be 24. That's the value of P intersection S in this case, right? Now in this case, let's see what we have. That's P, S, and N, universal set. So that will be 20. Sorry, 20 is outside. Everything is 20. Sorry. That will be. So we don't know this one is how much. We're looking for x. This value here will be 16 minus x. Here will be 7 minus x. So we have to find out. Let's do that. So 7 minus x plus 16 minus x equal to 20. So 7 plus 16 will be 23. So x will be 3. Question number 19, we have the length of 40 nails were measured. Their length in centimeters are summarized in this table below. So part 1 is to draw the histogram. So when it comes to histogram, you have to find the frequency density, which is equal to frequency divided by class width. So first find the class width. That will be 4, 4, and 8. So FD will be F divided by this. So you have to label this side as well. So F is, first one is 14 divided by 4 divided by 2, that will be 7. 2, that will be 3.5. This one will be 18 divided by 4 divided by 2 will be 2, 9, 2, 1, 4.5. And the last one is 8 divided by 8 will be 1. So now let's draw the histogram. So for the first class is 0 to 4. Let's label these first. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for the first class from 0 to 4 it is 3.5 will be here. That's the first class. And then we have from 4 to 8 is 4.5. And then we have from 8 to 16 will be 1. 1 is this one. So you have make sure that you use your ruler. Don't do like me here. You have to use your ruler to make it a straight line as possible. Okay, part B, calculate and estimate for the mean length of the nails. So for the mean, we have to find the midpoint of the groups. So we know that F is a frequency which is 14, 18, and 8. Find the value of X. X is the midpoint. So it will be 2, 6. So midpoint of this will be 8 plus 16 is 24 divided by 2. That will be 12. So we have to find Fx. We have to find, so the mean is equal to sum of Fx divided by number of nails, which is 40. So let's find Fx. So let's write Fx here. 2 times 14 will be 28. 18 times 6 will be, so we have 48, 108. Then we have 8, 9. If you add everything together, that will be 8 plus 8 will be 16, plus 6 will be 22, 2, 4 will be 3, 2. So 232 divided by 40. If you divide by 4, you have 10. That will be 5. 3, 2 will be 8. So 58 divided by 10. That will be 5.8. The answer will be 5.8 for the mean estimation. Question number 20, here we have part A. The interior angle of a regular polygon is 160 degrees. So what does a regular polygon mean? It is a polygon. It is a shape with equal sides. This is what it means. Now the size of the interior angle is 160. How many sides does it have? So usually we have to use a formula to find this. Let n equal to number of sides. Now we know that n minus 2 times 180 is a sum of all the angles in this polygon, and then divide by number of sides give you the size of one of the angle. So you cross multiply, that will be n minus 2 times 180 equal to 160n. Divide by 10, divide by 2, that will be 9, 8. So I will have 9n minus 18 equal to 8n. So we send this one over here, you will have 9n minus 8n equal to 18, n equal to 18. So number of sides is 18. Okay. Moving on to point B now. It says ABCDE is part of the regular polygon which has interior angle 160. So basically the angle here is 160, this one is 160 as well, this one is 160 as well. Now we have CDLMN is a square. So basically this shape here is a square, which means this is the same as this, same as this, and same as this. So from this we can deduce what? If this is the same as, because this is a regular polygon, which means that all the sides are equal, so this is the same, this is the same, and this is the same as well. Okay, so let's move on to question part 1. Part 1 is find the value of x. So since this is a square, this is 90. And we know this big one is 160. So what is the value of x? X will be 160 minus 90. That will be 70. So this is 70 for the value of x. Now find the value of y. Y will be this. This big one is 160. So we have to find this angle here. So how do you find this angle? You observe that triangle CBM is an isosceles triangle with these two sides are the same, so which means this angle and this are the same. So we know this one already. So these two will be 180 minus 70, which is 110. So for one of them, divide by 2, that will be 55. So 55 and 55. So what is this y? Y will be 160 minus 55, that will be 105. So angle y is 105 for the value of y. X is 70. And this is question number 20. Question number 21. The diagram shows the distance time graph of the journeys of Ali and Bala from home to school. So they leave home together. Ali runs to school while Bala cycles to school. Now question number 1, we have how long does it take Ali to run the first 700 meters? So pretty easy. You have to go to your distance here and find the value for 700 meters. It will be about, it is between 600 and 700. And we have to find the corresponding values. So you have to try your best. So Ali, we have to cut the curve with Ali. So I have it right here. And then the corresponding value will be right here. So how long does it take? This is in minutes. So this is 20 square is 1. So 20 square is 1 unit. So 1 square divided by 20 is what? So it's basically 0.05 units for 1. So that should be 1.1. This is 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8, and 1.9. This is 1.9 minutes. So here we have Ali takes 1.9 minutes to run the first 700 meters. Now for point B, estimate the distance between Ali and Bala when t equal to 3. So t equal to 3 is here. Find the distance in between. So at t equal to 3, the distance here for Bala is what? Is here, which is 500, and at this time the distance for Ali is here. So if you want to, you can draw a line as well to show that you to show how you find your answer. So you draw this, and then at where it cuts the curve, you draw a horizontal line to find the corresponding values for both Bala and Ali. Here and this one here as well. Okay, that's the corresponding value. So you have to find the distance in between. So you have to find the difference between these two distances. So what is this value here? This one is, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 900 for 5, and 6 will be 1. So it will be 920. So distance in between will be 920 minus 500. That will be 420. So distance in between is 420 by 920 minus 500. That's how you have 420. Now for part C, find Bala's speed when time equal to 2.6. So 2.6 is where? 2.6 is, this is 2.5, 2.6 will be here. The speed will be on this part of the graph. So as you know, we have to define the speed. Speed is what? Speed is equal to distance divided by time at the point, right? So at this point, we have to find this, which is the gradient of the graph. So as you can see, at this point here, the gradient is 0. It's horizontal line, which means the gradient is 0, and that means the speed is 0 at this point. Now for part D, find Bala's speed when t equal to 3.5. So 3.5 is here, and his speed will be on this point. So as you can see, the speed here is a gradient, it is constant, so we can use this big triangle to find the speed. So what is the height of this triangle? So let's draw this triangle so you can know exactly what I am referring to. So here I have a triangle. As you can see, I have a triangle on this side, and the speed on this line here is the same for any point. So you can be at t equal to 3.1, 3.8. It's the same speed on this line. So to find the gradient, we have to find the height. The height is this much, which is 1000 minus 500, which is 500. And the base, it is 4, 3. So it is 1 minute, that's the base. So the gradient of this will be what? So it will be height. So basically speed is gradient, which is the height, which is 500, divided by the base, which is 1 minute. So it will be 500 meters per minute. That's the speed for Bala. Okay, that is part D of question 21. Let's move on to question number 22. Factorize this one. So let's see what can we do in this section. So part A, if you expand this to what we have. Okay, we don't need to expand, my bad, because we have this already factorized, a minus 2b, a minus 2b. So what is in front of a is just 1. So this 2 is common, as you can see. We can take it out, a minus 2b, and then we will have 1 minus 3c remaining. This will be your factorization. Now for part B, simplify this one. Simplify, we have to expand. So we have 5t squared plus 15t minus 15t plus 6. So these two cancel out. You will have 5t squared plus 6. That is your answer for part B. And part C, we have to solve this equation. It is a simultaneous equation. You can solve by two methods. One is by substitution and one is by elimination. So I always like substitution for some reason. I'll go the same way here. So 2x equal to 15 plus 3y. So x is equal to 15 plus 3y divided by 2. Now replace s in this one. 3x, x is equal to 15 plus 3y divided by 2 minus 7y equal to 27 and a half. Okay, so now to get rid of 2, we have to multiply 2 everywhere. So here will become 15 plus 3y minus 14y equal to what? 2 times 27 and a half, you will have 55. And now we just have to expand and solve. Here we have 45 plus 9y minus 14y equal to 55. So 9y minus 14y is minus 5y equal to 55 minus 45, it is 10. So y becomes minus 2. So for the value of y, find the value of x. X will be 15 plus 3 times y, which is minus 2, divided by 2. That will be 15 plus minus 6, that should be 9, divided by 2, which is 4.5. So x will be 4.5 and y is minus 2. That's the value for part C. Now question number 23, part A. A coach left London at 20:45, which is 8:45 p.m. Arrived in Edinburgh the next day at 5:05. How long did this journey take? So basically we can divide this into two parts. Let's first find out this time till midnight, how long is that? So 24 is midnight. That will be minus 20:45. That will be 15 and 3 hours. That is the time till midnight. And then now we have to add 5 hours or 5 till the morning. That will be 0, 2, and 8. So they take 8 hours and 20 minutes. That's one method to do that. You can do you can use other method. You can just so you can do this. If you want to, you can just take this time, factor the time that was before, you will get 29 and 05 minus this time. So you should get the same answer, but this way is easier to understand, so I go with this way. Now for part B, it says the distance between London and Edinburgh is 660 km. That's the distance. Now it says part 1, a train took 5 hours and 30 minutes to complete the journey. Calculate its average speed. So we have to find the speed in km per hour. So 5 hours and 30 minutes is actually 5.5 hours. But if you want to expand, that will become 11/2 hours. So how do you find average speed? As you know, speed is equal to distance divided by time. Distance is 660 divided by time, which is 11/2. So now we can simplify. That will become 660 times 2/11. That will become 1. That becomes 6. 0. That will be 120. So that will be 120 km per hour. Now for part 2, the average speed for another train was 150 km per hour. How long did this train take for the journey? Give your answers in hours and minutes. So pretty easy. So 1 hour, he can go 150 km. Now 660 km, how much time will it take? It will take 1 hour divided by 150 times 660 km. So simplify, divide by 3, you will have 282, you have 5, and divide by 5, you have 1. That will be, so we have 0 here, that will be 4 here, 4 hours, point, 2, that will be 4. It will take 4.4 hours. So 4 hours and 0.4 minutes. So 0.4 minutes times 60, that will be 0.24, that will be 24 minutes. So this is your answer for part 2, which is 4 hours and 24 minutes. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 24. It is a locus question. Question number 24, this one will be a locus question. So in the triangle ABC, we have AB equal to 15. We have BC equal to 8 and AC equal to 11. That's the three sides of a triangle. The side AB has been drawn to you for you in the answer space. So part A, using a ruler and compass only, complete the triangle. So we have AB already. We have to draw BC and AC. So BC is 8, so let's measure 8. It will be about this length. Of course, you have to measure this as perfect as possible, but for me it's approximately. So BC is about this. This is my arc on which BC, the point, will lie. Now I have AC, which is 11, so measure 11. Will be about here. So I have to go to my point A and intersect my first arc. So point A is here. And now I have to intersect my first arc. I think there might be an issue here. Let me try this again to make sure that it is good. So, yeah, it has been an issue. So 11 will be about this. So it should be from my point A. Okay, is this point here? So the point of intersection will be your point C. Now we join to both sides to form the triangle ABC. So that is part A, and this is done. Okay. Now moving on to part B, measure the largest angle from the triangle. So it's pretty obvious. This one is the largest angle. So let's do that from the point. So let's do this here. So from the point C and from 0 here, we can see this angle is the size of 90. It's 100. This is 102. So for me is 102 for the size of the largest angle. Okay, now for part C. Draw the locus of all the points within the triangle that are 5 cm from C. So 5 cm from this point. So it needs to be inside the triangle. So we have to measure the length of 5 cm and then draw an arc of a circle with C as your center of the circle. So let's do that. So let me just rotate this to this side from the point C. That is the locus of the points for the first one. It needs to be within, so within the triangle, 5 cm from C, so it will be on this line. Now part 2, it is equidistant from BA and BC. So BA and BC, we have B in common, so we have to draw the bisector angle of B. So pretty easy again. We go to your point B. You have to intersect BC and BA. Go to this point of intersection. You have to draw an arc inside of your triangle right here and come to this one, intersect this one. So here you have a point of intersection. So you have to join this to your point B to form the bisector of angle B. Okay, it needs to be inside of the triangle. Okay, so now we have these two answers. Part D, it says the point P within the triangle is such that PC is 5 cm, which is the first condition. P is 5 cm from C, and P is equidistant from BA and BC. It is on the line of, on this line, right? So label the point P and measure the distance PA. As you can see, first we have this line, and then we have this one, so they intersect, this will be your point P. Question is to measure the distance PA. So let's do that. P from A will be how long? So according to my drawing here, I have 12 centimeters. So your answer may be slightly different because my page is kind of zoomed. So for me it's 12 cm for the distance PA. And that is the question number 24. Okay, so moving on to the last question, I think. Yep, question 25. The diagram below shows the point P. We have a point P here. Triangles A, B, and C. So we have three triangles A, B, and C. Now, part A, the translation T maps A onto B. Okay, so A has been mapped onto B by translation. So first thing, let's find the vector of translation. So if this point became this point, how? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is T is equal to 5 and then minus 5. Minus because you have to go down, and then on the right side is positive, on the left side is negative. That's why T is this value. Now here we say given that TP equal to Q, find the coordinates of Q. So P is this point. What P? P is the point minus 5, 4. So TP is actually the point P, which is minus 5, 4, plus this translation. 5 minus 5, that should be 0. And then 4 minus 1 for the coordinates of Q. So part A, it is 0 minus 1. Okay. Now for part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps A onto C. So here we have A and here we have C. So as you can see, it's pretty obvious. How do you map A onto C? So here, as I can see, it will need to be a reflection in this line, right? So let's say I draw this line here. Let's double check our answer. So I have this line, and if I count, let's say I count this point, so I have to move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now for this one, 1, 2, 3 and a half. So half, 1, 2, 3, 3 and a half. So yeah, in this case, there will be a reflection in this line. So describe fully. So here, it is a reflection in the line. So what is the equation of this line? It is y equal to minus x. Okay, that is the reflection. Now for part C, the matrix 1 minus 2, 0, 1 represents the shear S. Okay, given that S on A is equal to D, find D. So let's do that. How do you do that? As we know, it's matrix times object equal to image. So matrix is given to us already. 1 minus 2, 0, 1 times image, which is A. So what is A? A is 2, 3, 2, 5, and 3, 3. So 2, 3, 2, 5, and 3, 3. So let's find the image. So that will be 2, 2, and 3. And this will become, so minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1. Minus 4 plus 5 is 1. Minus 6 plus 3 is 3. So this is the new points for the triangle D. So 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is here. Sorry, this is minus 2. Mistake. So 2 minus 1 is here. So now we have 2, 1. 2, 1 is here. Then we have 3, 3. 3, 3 is here. Okay. So this will be my triangle D after a shear width factor of minus 2. Okay, that's my triangle D. Okay, so now part C is done. Now the last part is triangle A is mapped onto triangle E by a rotation of 90 degrees clockwise about this point. 4, 2. Draw and label the triangle E in the diagram. So I don't really like to draw. I would say the center is 4, 2, should be here. Triangle A is mapped by a rotation 90 degrees. So what I can do, if I want to, I can draw it pretty easy. So you count, should be in this direction. But I like to actually use matrix. So let me show you the matrix method to find the image of a rotation 90 degrees clockwise. So first you have to know the matrix that represents this clockwise rotation. If you don't know, I'll show you a trick. So the trick is, you have to draw your quadrants. You have the first point, which is 1, 0, and the second point, which is 0, 1. Right. Now you want to know what happens to this point and this point when they have a 90 degrees clockwise rotation. So if you rotate this by 90 degrees, you will go to this point. This point is 0, minus 1. So this is your first part of your matrix, 0, minus 1. And what happens to this point? This point becomes 90 degrees rotation becomes 1, 0. So this matrix here represents a 90 degrees rotation for about the center 0. Now your center is 4, 2. The first step is to minus your center. So let's take the points of A. So here we have A, which is 2, 3, 2, 5, and 3, 3. The first step is to minus the center, which is 4, 2. So that's like a side note. So everything minus center, so 2 minus 4, that becomes minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 4 is minus 2, and then becomes 3 and 1. And then we have to use this one, perform the rotation on this one. So this is rotation about center O. So as we know, matrix times object, which is this, equal to image. So that becomes row by column. So 0 is here, so everything will be 0. So 1, 3, 1, and that's 0 here, so that will be positive. 2, 2, and 1. So now this is the image, but it's not over yet. We have to add back the center, which is 4, 2 to every point. So the last one will be your image, which is 4 plus, so 1 plus 4, 5, 4, 7, 4, 5, 3. So this is the points of your triangle E after rotation about center 4, 2. So let's plot this. First point is 5, 4, 5, 4 is here. Then we have 7, 4 is here. And then we have 5, 3, 5, 3 is here. Okay, so that is your rotation 90 degrees about the center 4, 2. And don't forget to label this as your triangle E. Okay, so that was the last question of this paper. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.